As soon as the film starts, 3 boys come to the scene. All 3 are friends of one another. One of the boys is telling a story about a boy to a girl, sitting beside them. He says that his sister had been killed by someone, and they have come to this club in order to search for her killer. He also tells about one of his friends Kai with this, that he has superpowers. One day, his quarrel held with the people of Spirit World, who had awarded him their powers. He tells that he is last Wu assassin, who has extraordinary powers than the common human beings. Now this girl was also know the magic, and she belonged to Chine's empire. Now this boy who is telling her a complete story, he has also familiarity about her. Then his fight is shown with the same girl, and his friend's fight is also shown, which is held with a boy in a club. Then they attack the heart of them, then that girl who was being told the story, and that boy both are disappeared. Then all people in the club are become motionless, as the time of their surroundings has paused. Then a mighty man conveys them a message to them there, and he asks them to meet. They ask, "Why do you want to meet us?" Then he tells, "When you will come to meet me at my toll location, then I will reveal. Why did I want to meet you?" Now they reach the toll location of that man to meet him. And that place was a big company, which was being run by that man. And this man was wealthiest. He was a doctor. And he introduces himself with the name William. Now William tells Kai and his friends, "Do you know the first being who created this world, sky and whole universe?" He tells that, the first human being on the earth who created everything. Then he became self-indulgent, and he wanted to gain more powers than previous time. But the second man killed the first by Wu assassin. He tells that the generation of Wu is continuing till now, and the last blood of Wu has left now. After this, Wu's generation will be over. And it has been told at the beginning of the movie that Kai is Wu assassin who is last Wu. He tells when the first human being had been killed, then 2 human beings had helped him. So the first more powerful man may not be killed, but he dies. And those 2 persons are still fighting till now. And they both are trying that the first man may return back. After this, he tells more astonishing fact, that his one sister is working for both of them, who are being expected to rescue the first man. He tells that his sister thinks herself as a queen of this city, and she also absorbs the energy of her surrounding people, through which she will gain power, and she will be able to revive the first man of the universe. He also tells later, that his sister also wants to absorb the power of the last assassin. And he also tells that she had also gone to kill that assassin Kai. At that time, Kai's friend's sister came before her. The fight held between them. So Kai's friend's sister was killed. It means, she killed her. He informs that when your friend's sister was killed, then my sister had lost her talisman there. I have the possession of the other talisman. It is the proof of this thing that I am speaking truth. He says to him, "If you want to take the revenge of those people from my sister, then you may meet her in a meeting from where you may abduct her." Now they all 3 return back. Kai says to them, that I will not carry both of you to the meeting, because there is a risk for both of you. But these 2 friends were not ready that Kai may visit there alone. Now the other friend, who was telling the other girl a story at the beginning of the movie, he was firm on his point that he wants to go to the meeting. Now they all 3 plan to go to the meeting. One more girl named Priya also accompanies them. They attend the meeting but no one is able to recognize them there. But Ku gets alerted that they have come to abduct her. She becomes so aggressive there, with whom she was arranging a meeting there, who was her head. She absorbs his power while killing him. And she also controls the mind of all the present people there. And she commands them, kill 3 of them. Now they were carrying out the order of Ku, because no one was in his consciousness. Now these 3 friends were escaping from them there, among whom many people are died. Ku is actually the sister of that billionaire, who wants to revive the first human being of the world. Otherwise, she also orders a familiar girl of Kai to kill him. She says to her, "I will enhance your powers if you kill Kai." Now that girl comes before Kai to take his life. A fight starts between them. It was tough for these friends to escape, because all were after them. But they flee, using their martial arts. William's sister is chasing them along with her men there. Their fight has also occurred for many times further. But they reach Priya's town while running. She is the friend of one of these friends. Now the officer there was familiar with one of 3 friends. He reached on time and he helps them to arrive in village on time. Now Priya introduces them with a priest there. This priest hands over a bracelet to Kai. And he tells him, "This bracelet will protect you." Otherwise, there was magic in this town for its protection. Due to this, a shield had been created in its surroundings, and this magic had been stated on a paper. As a result, William's sister and her men could not reach here to kill them. They were secure here. They take dinner together here. All were so satisfied. But the priest tells Kai that William has told a lie with you, that he has no companionship with his sister. But the fact is this, as both work together. And their goal is to revive the first man of the world. After this, they will recreate this world. And they will run its system according to their commandments. He tells Kai, "They needed your power for this. Because you belong to the family of Wu Assassin. And you have superpower." Now he says, "You need not to worry. Because this village's spell will protect you." And he guides, "Don't step out of this village until you are not ready completely for fighting." Now they all were secure here, but William's sister says, "Oh Priya, coming there, I know that your all family members had died. Now you live with this priest. But your family may revive if you wish." In one way, she was decoying Priya. She says to Priya, "If you want the revival of your family, you will have to remove the enchantment from this village." Now Priya, who used to shed much tears for her family, she used to miss them. Being lured, she removes the spell from the village. And she also robs the talisman on the luring words of William's sister. And she also lets come William's sister and her team. This talisman was the same now. She had kept the talisman near the sister of one of the friends, while killing her. Now a fight is held among all of them there, and they run away. They also know about this, that it has been committed by Priya. Priya had deceived them. She is the same who had given that talisman to William's sister. She is one who has removed the spell from there. Due to this, her team has come to kill her. Now a great fight is held here, and they run away. Now the priest fights with all of them after their departure. And that priest loses his life while fighting. On the other side, Priya is also taken by William's sister, luring her. They will be the cause to revive her family back. Now they all 3 were so worried. They think that they had not involved an unknown girl in their group all of a sudden, nor we had to trust her. Now they were also fighting with one another. One of their friends tell him where William has established his company. The first man of the world had been killed there by that assassin. Now they reach that place to reveal this secret. They also meet Priya. Reaching there, she was so embarrassed on her committed crime, because she had known that priest is no more, and he has also been killed by the men of William's sister. She asks forgiveness from all and says that, "It is my fault, because I was decoyed that my family will be revived." On the other side, that girl who had been decoyed by William's sister, "Kill Kai, then I will award you powers in this return." She fights with Kai, but Kai uses the same bracelet given by the priest for his safety. This bracelet protects Kai when he was fighting. When this fight is ending, then Kai makes that girl wear this bracelet. She is not at this level to bear the power of that bracelet. Due to this, she dies. Now Kai kills her. Contrarily, William also confronts them. He fights with them. And he also bruises one of the friends among them. He also fights with Kai with this, and he succeeds to absorb the power of Kai. He unites both talisman, and he is turned into first human being of the world. Now his energy had more increased. Now he could possess any man now. So Kai's that friend who had been beaten before by him, and who had wounded badly, he was lying senseless. Kai was attempting to restore his senses. The first man of the world brings Kai's friend into the senses. And he lures him, and Kai's same friend attacks him. He was obeying the order of the first man of the world, and he was attacking Kia. Now the fight begins between them. That first man was so excited. He was laughing at both of them, but he ignores the friendship of both of them and Kai's power, and the lust of the power. Now Kai brings his friend into senses with his power here. Contrarily, Priya damages talisman along with the other boy. Now the first man was thrusting into the magical bog with Kai. He is also pulling Kai inward. There was a unique world on the opposite side of this bog. His other friends could never let him thrust into the bog. For this, they throw a rope toward his friend, so he may not step in another world mistakenly. The other friend also holds that rope there, and steps into that bog to rescue his friend. Now these both friends fight with the first man after being united. Using his power, Kai touches the heart place of that first man. After this, he begins to die, then disappears after losing his breaths. Their friends pull both of them outside from here. At last, they had ended the first man of the world and they got victory. In the end of the movie, Kai is shown who is telling his friends that he has to go to a new mission. His next mission comprises that there is a wizard who wants to bring the devastation in the world. And his story matches with the previous story. He will have to go to his further mission to search for him, and the movie completes on this scene.